Hi, this is Mark Frechette from Georgetown County School District, and recently I've had a lot of teachers in pre-K through 2 ask me how they could basically create some of those similar Promethean type of slides using Google Slides, so that they could use their new Aqueous board as a center for students, as an interactive center for students. So I've got a couple examples of how I just went ahead and developed these in Google Slides, and again, there's video 1 which shows you how you can do this building different scenes. On this, I'm going to use it for, recently teachers asked me how to use it for various stations like WordWork or something like that. So again, this first slide that I'm on, here's a sample of one where students could build sentences. So they would just go ahead and grab these, and you'll notice that the tiles will, some of them will repeat themselves. So when I grab these words, I can go ahead and create sentences on the line. And you'll notice each time I pull it out on most of these, there's another one underneath. So it's kind of got that infinite icon. The other cool feature is I can also change it up a little bit. So when I grab the other teams here, you'll notice when I put these down, there's another team that pops up. So it kind of is like a random team sorter. And then I can grab some punctuation over here just for an example. And again, I could come back and I could make a new sentence. You'll notice some of these are going to be the same. And that dragging and dropping is important. It is an important skill for students to be able to do. So if I grab a couple, and this will be the last one, you'll notice that there'll be a new team that appears under there. And I could do that. So again, you can see that I can have various tiles here. I can use words, I can have punctuation, and again, this background you'll see is I've already built. And again, if you want to know how to build a background that's going to go ahead and stay there, that's on the other video. So I'm going to show you another one, another template that we've got. Maybe I'm working with word families, and so for this, I want students to go ahead and drag a picture over. And I'm going to provide the pictures, and then I want them to go ahead and spell the words from those word families. So if for this, we're going to go ahead, you'll notice with these, again, I've got these letter choices over here. It's the same way. I just came up to shapes, clicked on shapes, and then I went ahead and picked a shape and chose the font. Once I've created one, I'm just going to duplicate. So I'm going to show you how to make another one of these, to where if I went ahead and grabbed frog and pulled him over, and then again I did the same thing, I came to start spelling that, you'll notice in a second that I am missing an important letter in this word family. So I'm going to go here, and then I realize I've got no G. So this is how I'm going to create again, the tiles of where it's going to be the same letter over and over again, and they're going to be stacked on top of each other. It's really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and create a shape if I was starting from the beginning on this. However, since I already have letters here, I'm just going to click on one of these, and I'm going to hit Control D, and that stands for duplicate. So now I've got the same size tile as before, as the rest of these, and I'm just going to go ahead and click in this shape. And now I'm going to add my G. Well, that's great if I only want one, because if I go ahead and pull this over, you'll notice now that's the only G I have. So I want to make a stack of these. And the way that I do that is, again, I just click on it, and you'll notice that it's highlighted all the way around. And I'm going to use that same Control D function. I'm just going to hit it several times. So I'm just going to hit Control D, 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 make a bunch of these, and then I'm going to highlight. So I can grab all of those shapes, oops, and I've got to do that twice. And you'll notice that they're now all highlighted. And I'm just going to right click on this twice. I'm going to right click and click Align Horizontally and Align Vertically. It doesn't matter the order I do these in, I just have to do this both times. So I'm going to go right click, Align Horizontally Left, and you can see them stacked. And then I'm going to right click on this group, go to Align Vertically Top, and then they're aligned. And so now, when I pull this G out, you can see that it stays there. So again, we could continue to do this where students could grab these and they could drag them in. and you'll notice that those letters stay there. I think on the other sample that I showed you, we kind of had random teams or change. So if I wanted to add almost like a wildcard box for this, what I could do is, again, I'm going to come to this one, I'm going to hit Control D because I want to use the same size shape. And then this is what I could do. I could do several things. So I could put this down here and I could do a different letter. So I could do X. And then I'm going to click on this guy again. I'm going to hit that Control D. And then this letter, I'm going to go ahead and change it to maybe K. And then I'm going to click on him again. I'm going to hit Control D. And I'm going to double click in here. And then maybe I make it a Y. Again, I'm going to hit Control D. You'll notice that I change it. I'm just going to pick a different letter. And I may do this a couple times. So I'll just keep hitting Control D. And then again, choose a different letter. And I would continue to do this for as many letters as I wanted and until I'm done. Oops. And so again, there's my letters. So now if I want to make a stack of these, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to highlight all of them. You'll notice that they're in this highlight. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click on Align Horizontally, and I'm going to choose Left. I'm going to right click and do Align Vertically, and then do Top. And now each time I pull one of these, it's going to randomly have another letter underneath. And I can control the sequence of those if I wanted to. But again, I just wanted to kind of show you that those options are there. Oops. And you'll notice that, again, just kind of one last thing. As I'm looking at this, this is not complete for my students. As I'm going down and click on these, I'm still missing an image. So the way that I got these images is really easy. I just come up here to the image. I'm going to do search the web, and I'm going to search clip art. So for my last one, I'm going to do dog. And I'm going to type in dog clip art. And then I click on it, and it's going to show me a bunch of different clip arts. I could go down through, and I could choose my picture. Sometimes they don't work, but I'm going to click this one, and we're going to see if it works. So there we go. There's a picture of my dog. I'm going to resize this, and then you'll notice I can put that over here. So then now students could grab this image, pull them over here, and then again, they could go with dog. What's great about this is an easy one to make a copy of once you've got those letters in there, to make a copy of for different word families, and then you could go ahead and change the images, or better yet, let the students begin searching from within this for those images after they spell the word. So again, good luck, and I hope this video helps you create Promethean style centers.